Yeah, yeah. Where's everybody at? See, make sure I'm liggity live. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Perfect. Where? It's good to me. What's that? There's a SpongeBob quote. Patrick says something. Something to me. It looks good to me. Something like that, but I can't remember 100%. Somebody reach out to Gus. He'll know. There ain't a SpongeBob. There ain't a SpongeBob reference on this planet. Gus won't find. Gus won't know. My time with buddies. All right, let's see. I got too much crap around my room. But I love it. But I love it. I don't even love it, but that is how that song goes. How that song goes. I can feel my face. I can feel my face. That's right, everybody. You already know. I gotta get in here and start telling folk. Oh, wait a minute. Now, today's gonna be a special one. Today's gonna be a special stream, you guys, because we're getting ready for the World Series of Comedy. Next big thing going on for your boy. Ish. Couple other things in the pipeline. Let me stop. To say I am parched would be doing a disservice to the sensations of my body, of my mortal coil. Okay. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy, Hannibal Callens. Don't mind me, I'm trying to make sure my framing is good. We haven't been in the lab in a while, man. What? Hope y'all brought your lab coats. Because today's going to be a lot of... Something's wrong with this closet door. Hold on. But, I got something to show y'all. So, here's what we're going to talk... Here's, like any good lab experiment, all right? You got to have your scientific method. Uh-oh, who's in here? What's happening, Happy? What's happening, Happy Fee 882? Hey, that look like that might be a Happy Feet joke. I am on to you. Nah, but we got to have your agenda in place. Yo, if your body is a temple, I'll be treating mine like a bus station. You know when you drink water and you can just feel it, you go, oh, my body was craving that. The big body was like, oh, finally! Sustenance. So. Okay, anyway, sorry. Let me lock in. What's happening? Hey, there she is. Dreaming to his house. Not much. Not much is up. Just got back from Ohio, and I'm streaming just a little bit before I go have me some little dinner so we can check in and catch up with y'all. So, here's what we're going to talk about. We'll talk about my trip to Ohio. It was really short, but it was really cool. Went out there to do comedy for the first time. Already made some contacts out there, and a buddy of mine from high school's living out there. That's pretty much it. That was Ohio. Got to perform at a place called The Attic, which was really dope. And the show ended up having a small audience, but was a lot of fun. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to show y'all the new merch that I got made. And I'm super excited because I finally reached the point of being able to print shirts on my own. Or pretty much, being able to press them at home. Then they're good to go. I'm going to show you guys the newest ones. I don't know if I dropped that skit yet, but I made an ad for my new t-shirts. And I'm not sure if I posted it yet. Somebody told me you want to post every day at 10 a.m. And then just like studying for a test, I keep missing it. And then I just don't do it till the next day where I miss it. So now I'm sitting on I don't know. I got a couple skits where I'm like, I need to post that or repost that. But I'm not doing it because I be missing the day. How it went very well. Ohio went super well. Sometimes the small group is the best time. Yeah, which was really surprising. I had a really good time out there. Then we went to an open mic, which was all comics. And this is something, I didn't record my set there, and I should have. Because I did record my 20 minutes, what was supposed to be, my big set I did at the Attic right before that. But I didn't realize when I was going up and my phone was dying, and I left my gear back at my homeboy apartment, so I didn't have a tripod and stuff. But to put it simply, it ended up being a lot of fun. What I've been noticing, okay, I'll do my showcase sets, which I already know what the thing is. I'm so used to doing them that they're pretty on the rails. They're great, right? But I think under certain circumstances, it can feel very hop on the rails, right? That didn't happen. I didn't feel it when I performed that bad. When I performed, I closed the show at the Attic on Thursday night. I didn't really feel it too bad there, but that had a lot to do with the fact that the room was small, and I was just going to do what I was going to do, and kind of played in the audience a little bit, But when we went to the next place, I was just throwing my jokes around in a different order. I kind of knew what I wanted to talk about, but I was just, not riffing. There was a couple things I said that were really funny that were free, that I riffed out. There was a black girl that was there, and she was there with a white guy who people thought was her boyfriend. And so the dude before me cracked jokes about it. I went up there and cracked jokes about it, and it did so well. I really, really wish I was recording, because that would have been hilarious to post. Yeah. So what we had happen? Oh yeah. So that was Ohio. Oh, okay. First, let's get the agenda. Talking about Ohio, which we pretty much finished. Then I'm going to show you all the new merch. All right. I'm going to show you all the new merch if you haven't seen it already. You probably have. I'm going to tell you all about the next skit that I have dropping, and people that have been in the laboratory before, we talked about it. It's one that we talked about. I still have some of it written on the whiteboard. Tell you all about what I got coming up next. Then we're gonna get into nitty gritty. We're gonna talk about the World Series of Comedy, my favorite comedy festival, coming up in about 10 days. So I gotta get back in there. I gotta get back into fighting form and make sure that I'm ready. That's gonna be important that we work on, because I'm already in the round where you are doing 7 minutes, but guess what? We got the 7 minutes locked down. So keep your love locked down, keep your love locked down. Anyway, so we got the 7 locked in. Then the next round would be, I believe it's 7 and then 10, and then if you get to the finals, it's 25. But when you're at the main event, because there's that comedy club, LA Comedy Club, literally has a show booked right after the World Series, so you end up really doing 20. It's after 20, and this is kind of inside baseball, and I know this because working for them. But really, what they tell the guys in the top 3, it's hey, you're in the finals, do 20 minutes and just have fun. Well, especially at when we do the satellites, it's like, hey, it's 25 ish. You hit that 25, you stop when you want. If you're killing or whatever, call it when you want to call it. So that's what I know. We got to sharpen up the 7. We have to beef that 7 up to a 10, so we know what our 10 is going to be. And then we're also going to get ready for that 20. Now, here's the thing. Ohio, what I did was a 20, but it came out to 18 minutes. And I was a little confused. I was like, wait a minute, what was I missing? I figured it out later. It was the stuff about meeting, my fiance being from Africa. That's what takes my set from a 20 to a 25, especially throwing some having a little bit of Wu-Tang time. That'll be perfect, But, just like we did last time. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. First off, because I want to stay on task. Merch, yeah. I'll even tell y'all. So, we talked about Ohio. Ohio was great. It was a lot of fun. Now I just have to be responsible. And next time I plan to go, actually book stuff. Because I literally flew out there for one show. I was debating staying and going and like maybe coming home tomorrow, but there wasn't really any point because it was like wasn't a guarantee that I'd get on some shows out there. And the earlier I get back home, the earlier I can get back into my routine, get ready for the World Series, get ready to host these shows at House of Comedy, and work. I need to work so bad. Okay, I need to work so bad. So I already let my job know that I'm back, so I can actually work tomorrow. So hopefully I get some stuff. So here we go. That was Ohio. Ohio was cool. Literally flew. So my flight from here to Ohio was at 5 a.m. Thursday morning. I missed it. So then I was going to land. So I was going to catch the 5 a.m. flight, which was going to stop in Dallas, then get me there at 1:30. But I missed that flight, which was totally my fault. I woke up at 3:50. I needed to leave the house at 3:30. And it was one of the things, too, where like almost on some diet Adam Sandler movie, once I got to the airport, there was just these little things that were going wrong that slowed me down just enough before I couldn't, wait, hit that a rom-com stopper before the gate closed. Then I caught the flight at 5:30, landed there around 6. Then my flight back home this morning, Friday morning, 5 a.m. I was literally in Ohio for probably 12 hours. I was in Ohio for less than 12 hours. Now I think about it. Because I probably landed, let's call it 6 o'clock. And then I flew out 5 a.m. So that means I was literally there for less than 12 hours. Interesting. Now that me a thinking. Excuse me. Now that me if I think. Sorry, I'm getting on my live here on my phone. So I'll be a little bit closer to it. This should help me respond to you guys a little bit faster. A little bit faster. Ooh, I got 2 people in here. Oh, one of them's me. I just realized. Anyway, so that was Ohio. The weather out there was really nice. Met some comics, which was really cool. Got to see some people hit that stage. They were good. Ohio. My buddy Alex, I went to high school with him, and then I went to high school with him. Then he left. He moved away from Florida, went somewhere else. Then ended up getting a new job where he came back to Orlando for a little bit. And when he was there, I told him, I said, dude, you got to start doing comedy. Then years later, he ended up moving to Columbus and actually started, which is really cool. It's really nice, man. Like, I know I mention it sometimes, but I'm thankful to get to be able to like share that magic with other people. And now he does it. He does it. He's booking shows in his town, stuff like that. He's open for people that are bigger than people I've opened for. thank you for watching on YouTube and Instagram. You are incredible. You are the GOAT. So, that was Ohio. I keep saying that because I want to add in these little details. But if y'all want to know more about that, let me know. We'll go more into depth. There wasn't much to really talk about, though. Here is the cool part. Next thing on the list. So, y'all already know I got these shirts because Amanda told me that you could just print some off of Amazon, upload a design, and boom. So that's what I did to get these. So these are coming off of Amazon. They're cool, right? But they're $15 a shirt. I'm selling them for $25, which is alright. But that's $15 a shirt. Guess what? I talked to Joe Lowers. He's the owner of the World Series of Comedy, good buddy of mine. Because I saw somebody had a direct-to-garment printer for sale on the Facebook Marketplace out here in Arizona. So I called him because I don't know nothing about that stuff. He told me he was like, if you got a heat press, you don't need it. I was like, what? He sent me to this website. If you guys want to know it, I'll tell it to you. Even though, because I really like it. But they get they send you build your transfer sheet on their website. You can put as many logos as you want based off how big you're buying the transfer sheet. But now, thanks to that, you guys have seen the Midnight Black, right? You guys have seen Midnight Black, but now it's time for Power White. That's right, baby. Brand new shirts up in the Club Arena. Look at them. Yeah. I was real worried that the logo would be like small, but look at that. That thing is good. That's a nice size on that. You know, I know they say size don't matter. That's until you got it. Nah. But yeah, check them out. I'm looking at the screen. Oh, it's pretty blown out because it's white. Look at that. Oh, it's blown out. It's blowing out my video. Bad. Anyway, but y'all see it. Check. Oh, maybe if I move it in front of the light, will it look better? I gotta wait to see. Nice connections are key. Have the size gone up? Yes! I'm glad that you asked. Now, for these shirts and then the next round of the shirts I'm going to make, I bought the actual t-shirts from Joanne Fabrics before they closed, rest in peace. So these, I'll tell you guys, dude, I paid what? I paid $2 for the actual t-shirt for these. It was like $2 per shirt, and then I spent $50 to get, well, the first round of these transfers. I did it wrong. I ended up spending $80 to get like 8 of the transfers. I got 4 white and 4 black. 4 to go on the black shirts. You feel me? 4 to go on the white shirts. But I realized that after I bought it, I could have doubled that up too and added more designs to it so I could print out more shirts. Anyway, but so yeah, $2 per shirt. I spent $50 on this next round of transfers. I'm doing the math in my head. $50, and that one I've got probably around 18 designs on it, ready to rock. Once that one gets here, because they sent it to me, but man, it got beat up. So I don't know what happened, but my transfer sheets are destroyed. So I have to have them give me a refund and send me another round of them. But anyway, bam. So yeah, now the profit margins on the shirts I'm making myself, are stupid good. They're real good. Have the sizes gone up? Yes, they have. Now, I have up to a 2XL in the black. They say the blacks are bigger. But I've got 2XL on the black, which I'm super excited about. Now, these are also from Amazon. And then Joe Lowers gave me another great idea. He said, dude, you know what you do? You go on Facebook Marketplace and you look for blank t-shirts. Because there's a bunch of people who probably tried to do it too. But they didn't have the same equipment, or they realized it was harder than they thought. So there's a bunch of people that probably are selling blank t-shirts. You just buy those up on Facebook Marketplace. Now I know how to get my transfers, so I can literally flip these. I am going to have to run some tests because this is the one I was wearing, and I washed it, and I'll tell you guys. But I don't know. I want you guys to tell me what you think below. Does that look okay? Because to me, that looks crunkly after I washed it. Now, I turned it inside out, and I didn't put it in the dryer because I was worried about this. And I washed these. I washed them. Well, this one I washed because I was wearing it to shoot my promo and wanted to sell it if I could when I got to Ohio. But yeah, that looks kind of crunkly, and I'm worried about it. Hopefully, I don't know if I'll pop it in the dryer and if it'll fix that. And I don't want to take that risk. But if this is the case, we might have a problem because that might mean these transfers start looking bad after one wash, which is not going to be good. But other than that, they're sweet. They're super cool. Still selling my stickers, selling those by donations. And the way that I do, I'll probably try to post it. However, because when I was in Ohio, I did my merch pitch, but I forgot to bring the shirts up with me. But I riffed out some great jokes about the shirts. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, yep, I have Midnight Black and Power White. And, even though these are the white ones, they are the minority. I have fewer of these. So you got to get them while you can. They're better for property values. No, I didn't say that one. But even though they're the white ones, they're the minorities was a good one. I got a laugh out of that. Let's see what y'all saying in the Chizat. The dryer will shrink those depending on the quality of the stickers they use. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm not drying them yet. I'm gonna run some tests, and then I might have to reach out to the company to see, hey, how can I make these last longer? Because I think what they say on the website, I'm pretty sure it says like a 50 wash guarantee. So fingers crossed on that. I would do a test shirt, not using your stickers, but using something else from them to see how it fares in the dryer, because you want to know ahead of time if you need to tell people not to dry them. That is very smart. That's a very smart take. You are correct. I still have some leftover transfers from the first round of shirts I was going to make, but I didn't get to make all those because I tried to travel somewhere. Breathe. Let me slow myself down. So I'm going to do that too, because I haven't actually pressed any black ones yet. I'm going to try to do that maybe tomorrow, depending on how my work schedule is looking. I might try to press out some black shirts tomorrow. But yeah, that's the shirts. That's the shirt situation. No, why did I do that? I exited the live, force a habit, on my old phone. Now, let's see. We talked about Ohio. We talked about the shirts. What do I got going on next? Because I'll say that right now. The next thing I've got in the pipeline is I'm going to be hosting the House of Comedy, which is one of the big clubs out here. It's like one of the big three. The 18th, the 19th, 20th, and the 21st, which I'm super excited about. That's going to be great. Which is also why I got to get these shirts ready and pressed so I can try to maybe make some more of that. Typically hosts don't sell a lot of merch, but hey, I sell one shirt, we up. Especially now that I'm at the point where I'm spending $2 per shirt, and I'm learning every time I'm doing the designs. So I think I'm spending like less than $10 to get the sheet to press it. You just cut it, you're good. And now I'm excited because I'm at the point where I can do that like in the afternoon. I buy them things. When they get in the mail, I can just take an afternoon, and I might do this. I got my little brother here and other people are home, but I've been thinking about going live downstairs. We can talk about comedy while I'm busting the shirts out. while I'm busting them shirts out. Bullseye left, bullseye right, bullseye left, bullseye right. Yeah. Going back to that question, I'm just thinking about it now. I got up to 2XL. So I'm excited about that. In the black. In the white, I have 2XLs and 1 large that are finished and ready to go. I got a bunch of smalls that are ready. I just have to get the things to press, the designs ready, so I can press them. But I realized that small shirts, nobody's buying them. The extra larges, hotcakes. The mediums, sold maybe 1 or 2, and then 1 went missing. But I know I wear 1 anyway. So I gotta focus on trying to get bigger size shirts. What are we talking about? So you can be promoted for longer. Oh, let's see. Because, people being 100%, people are buying them to support you. So people may not care about that. But with that said, you do want to do quality work that's going to last. So you can be promoted for longer. I want one of the 2X. The 2X black. You got it. Let's see, hold on. Is one of the 2X? Yep. Your shirt, bam. Put it on a hanger. So it does not go with the others when we go out to sell. I got another shirt on layaway for my uncle-in-law. And Dream, your shirt here too. Bam. Next time I come to Orlando, which right now my plan is to come back in October to visit, try to line up some shows. Yeah. So, pal, your shirt locked up. Oh, what's up, Anna? Anna Lucy. Love you for that. Big A. Of course, big time. Absolutely. Yep. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I can feel it. I normally don't take naps, but I actually caught myself. So I laid down. I was on the bed on my phone, and then I woke up. Normally that doesn't happen. I'll be tired. I'll be a mess. But when I try to lay down for a nap, it just don't happen. But that happened to me today. Not only did it happen while I was laying on the bed, it also happened to me. I was sitting up here eating some lunch, and I'm watching Wednesday, and then I done caught myself falling asleep. And there was something interesting that happened. Something happened in the show. And of course, I'm over here man, I ain't watching that white people stuff. I'm almost done with season 1. Wednesday is just so good. Oh my God. I love that show. But I'm sitting here watching it. I see something happen, and I go, oh, wait a minute. I don't know what just went on. So I had to scroll back, and then I was up now. But I'm just saying that because I'm probably not going to keep y'all for too long. And here's what we'll do. So I feel like we're productive today. We're going to prep, right? We're going to prep the ingredients, or rather our recipe. What are we going to work on? What are we making? Because I actually got another thing that we got to work on too, but I just remember we did this way back when. There's a comedy festival that I submitted for. I submitted for them last year, and totally fumbled it, and it sucked because it was a competition that had money on the line, and I am judging by what they were looking for. I really think I had that in the bag. It was a comedy festival I did last year. I did 2 comedy festivals and fumbled. The first one I fumbled. The second one, I didn't get as far as I thought that I would have, and it was really disappointing. I got an Uber for 4 days. I got an Airbnb for 4 days, and I was in Minneapolis. And it's just weird. It's weird when you go to a competition and then you don't win, and then you're just kind of hanging around as one of the losers. But the other thing, too, which I realized from 2023 at the World Series. If you win, like this is how it works for the World Series. Like if you win your round, you don't want to go up again until as far later as you can, because then you get to spend as much of that time as one of the winners. Because the minute you lose, boom, you're back in the sea of people. So if you can win a round, and this is what happened to me 2023, I won my first round. They was losing it. I was him, and I didn't go up again until maybe like Thursday, and that was maybe Monday or something. So I spent the whole festival a winner, walking around. Yeah, my thing long, ain't it? Then I lost, and it was all. But that's why you make all your connections while you're still a winner. You don't want to meet everybody before you get knocked out. Let's see. Let's check the chats. Love you for that. Win in October. You getting old. Kidding. Don't hate me. Ha ha ha. I don't hate you, but my feelings are hurt. I saw a couple gray hairs. That's actually why I like my beard. I found a barber out here that I like. He does a pretty good job. And I don't know when in October yet. I want to try to figure that out and hammer that down. My birthday's October 5th, but I'm doing so much traveling right before that. I'm probably just going to go, come out maybe mid to late October. Anyway. Yeah. Hey! You better get back to my chats. Okay. Now. Oh yeah, here we go. The reason why I said all that stuff about me being tired is that I can feel it. Y'all know normally when I'm doing the laboratory, I'm standing up the whole time. I can feel it in my chest, my voice. I'm tired. So here's what I will say. Oh, here's what we'll do. We're going to talk about what the World Series is going to require from me. And then I'll leave it with talking about that skit. I'll tell you guys about it. And because I got my stuff here, I might be able to play it. So before we leave today, I'm going to see if I can actually play that skit, get it to play here so y'all can watch it. Because I do have it on the computer. But we're not going to stress that right now. Let's talk about it. So I need to reconnect with my 3-minute set, because I know we worked on the 3 months and months ago for the Funniest in the Valley. So we got to go back, get locked back in on that 3-minute set, and perfect it. Because the Comedy Cash Cow, that festival, wants a video that's 3 minutes. They want a video that is 3 minutes, and I don't have a 3 on me. Which after I realized I just sent them something because the website didn't say how long they wanted it to be, so I just sent them one of my really good 7-minute sets. They want one that's 3 minutes, and I'm like, wait a minute, I have that. I just got to go back for the Funniest in the Valley. So here's what we're gonna do in the coming days. Rework that 3. Well, we're gonna refurbish the 3, or not even refurbish. We're gonna take it out of the box. The 3, that's for Comedy Cash Cow. We're gonna reconnect with that 7, because you guys remember for the Funniest in the Valley, even though I didn't win, the big win for me personally was that all the work we did. Not only did I get that 7-minute set, it had all the stuff I wanted in it, but I also got it timed immaculately. And I don't know if I've ever had something that was timed that well. Right when I wanted that light, they're giving me the light. And that was because of the work we did together. That's because of the work we all did together getting ready for that competition. The World Series of Comedy, they're gonna have me. I'm gonna have to do a 7. God willing, I can beat that 7-minute round. Then we'll go into the 10. I'm trying to think. You got the. I'm trying to think. Quarterfinals. Then the semis. Yeah. So you got the round 2, which is the 7-minute. Then you got the quarterfinals, which is the 10-minute, which is where I got knocked out in 2023. Then there's the semifinals, which is the top 6. That must be 12 minutes then. The semifinal must be 12. So we're going to need to work on a 7, a 12. Then the finals, which is the 20. Now, the 20 I'm not stressed about because thanks to going to Tucson, my feature set is superb. My feature set is hammered down. And what I did in Ohio came out to like 18 minutes. You know? So, but I left something out, which was perfect. 18 minutes. I was aiming for 20. I miscalculated on some stuff. I threw in some jokes I don't normally do. Excuse me. I threw in some jokes I don't normally do if I'm in a pinch or a competition because they don't hit as consistent. Excuse me, as consistently as they should. And we're gonna work on some of those together too because I got this one about love song lyrics about like where's my coochie is the punchline, and dang it, sorry, getting sidetracked. But when I was in Ohio, we came up with a bunch. I was like riffing with somebody, and we came up with a bunch of those. We came up with a bunch of like escape coochie or locking it up, or stuff like that. Anyway. So that's what I'm thinking for the World Series. I know there's going to be a 7. I know there's going to be a 10. I know there's going to be a 20. I believe it's a 12 that's going to be in there too. So we'll need the 7, the 10, the 12, and the 20 that we're going to hammer out together and get them perfection. Because I really feel like I actually have a good chance at winning this year. I do feel like maybe it would help if I could, because I've got my Juneteenth joke and my white slavery joke, and those two, to me, are what takes my set from like plateauing where it was to that next level. I sort of feel like I wish I could get one more big new bit like that to throw in there, especially at the finals, because the finals is a bloodbath. The finals is, I mean, it's nuts. You know, the way these mugs come out for the finals of the World Series of Comedy, it's brutal. And I don't know if I might not have, well, now I think I do, right? But in the past, I didn't have the material to go blow for blow with some of the material these guys were talking about. I'm going to say this joke to you. This is a quick aside. I had a conversation with one of my buddies on the phone today, and I just think this is it's a dark joke. It's not even crazy dark. It's darker than I normally do, but it's just it's a messed up joke. I don't know how I'm going to get to it, and I'm not even saying I'm going to do this for the World Series. I'm just yapping this out since I got you guys here. We were talking about high school. We were talking about how we thought teachers were grown-ups. Turns out these people were 21, like they're 24, 25, right? And when I was in high school, my junior year, sorry, hold on. Yeah, that was junior year. Anyway, my junior year of high school, we had this teacher. He was this real tall, skinny white dude, Andrew Gastick, and he was his first year teaching, and those kids treated him so bad. And I say those kids specifically because I was like, dude, I didn't like the way people treated him. It made me mad because he was a nice teacher and he was going above and beyond, but the kids were just talking, being rude, being disrespectful. And I was telling my buddy Chris this. I'm gonna figure out how to do this on a joke, but I felt bad because I would fall asleep in his class, and I felt not only am I falling asleep, but I felt bad because I'm like, dude, come on, I'm falling asleep. I'm all he has. Right? I'm all he has. I'm the only person sitting in this class actively engaged. Me and like 2 other kids. You know, of course, we was nerds, right? We're losers. You know, we were not losers, but we was nerds. And I'm falling asleep. I'm like, oh Lord. But this is what I said. This is the punchline for that. I said, bro, them teachers, them students treated that dude so bad he went to law school. How bad do some kids gotta behave that you decide you gonna quit being a teacher and you gonna go to law school? I think he went into child trafficking laws to defend the traffickers. That's what they did. These kids were so bad to him. He was. And I don't know how I get to this because I was just riffing. This is more like a. But I said I bet he in the courtroom going. He in the courtroom talking to the judge and the jury. He goes, the people of the jury, I'd like to show you the slideshow, starting with Exhibit A. These kids be bad as shit, my nigga. And I'm a white dude. Next slide. Click. And then he just goes through this slide. These kids be bad as money. And I'm a white dude. Click. Click. But that punchline. And then we riffed on it. I was talking about, he's over here, we were trying to do, this was something Chris said, which is hilarious. He said he was trying to get on the Diddy case. He was like, guys, no, come on, you gotta put me in, coach. This is it, this is my big break. You know. Anyway, that was that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. World Series is gonna be that. We're gonna need to finalize. We're gonna need to refurbish that 3 so I can perform that 3 and submit it for a Comedy Cash Cow. We gotta prep that 7. I'm performing my 7 on the 24th. God willing, I do well on the 24th. Then I'm gonna have to do the 10. After I do that 10, then we're gonna get that 12. Once we get through that 12, then we're gonna hit that 20. And to me, my goal for this year, if I can get into the top 3 of the World Series of Comedy, that will be a win. That will be the success. Dust off that 3 minute. I know that's right. Yeah. You worked so hard for that too. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, that's what the World Series is going to take. Now, I am going to get out of here. But y'all should know. You guys might not remember. Right? But when we were talking months ago, when I was doing the one of our previous lab sessions, I talked about this idea for a skit, and I don't remember how we got there, but I said something about charities and OnlyFans, right? And I don't remember everything I said during that, but some of this might be redundant. But pretty much what I figured out was I did that skit that I post every year after Thanksgiving about drug dealers, and I came up with a skit, a similar format. It's this. It's done in the style of a community PSA, but this time I'll tell you guys about it. Oh, while I'm telling you, I'll see if I can actually get it to play on my streaming software. But I'll tell you guys, and then if it works, you'll get to see it. Let me head over here to my thing. Let's see. I want to add browser. Oh, so anyway, I decided to make a skit based off a similar premise. Can I actually bend this down? Oh, I don't like this. This feels like it wants to fall. There we go. At least this way you guys can see me low key. Now let me see. Actually, this is audio screen capture media source. Media source. Don't leave. I'm trying to find this skit for y'all. And I'll be so mad because my computer will go out of its way to not make sense. Let's see. Is that gonna work?
Social services.
Hey, okay, but can I pause it?
Internet use has skyrocketed on OnlyFans. At that crossroad, I see an opportunity for positive change through a multi-pronged and multi-pronged program called
Let me know if you guys can hear it.
For a New World, a series of collaboration-focused charity initiatives partnering OnlyFans models with organizations dedicated to solving many.
Okay, I can adjust that right there.
Have been cut, all while internet use has skyrocketed on OnlyFans. At that crossroad, I see.
Okay, hold on. Cool. I can pause it. I don't want to spoil nothing. Let me know if you guys can hear this. I'm curious if you can hear it. Oh, well, actually, hold on. That's on YouTube. If anyone's able to watch on YouTube, go over there real quick. I am going to plug it in over here on yes, on YouTube, but not on IG. Okay. Now, I'm going to add it to... I'm going to add it over here to IG. Oh! Okay, that's pretty gangster. It already knew what I wanted to put here. So when I went to my Instagram thing, it already... that's cool. It already knew what I wanted the media source to be. So now, if you go on Instagram, you guys should see it. Yep, mine is frozen. Ooh! This is so cool. This is so cool. Wow, I'm literally playing a skit on my stream. Okay. Anyway, so then, yeah, because I got these muted, so let me know if y'all can hear it. I'm going to try to get it. Let me head over here to my thing. Okay. Let's see. I want to add... Oh, no. Browser. Oh, let me get to my Twitch. Twitch is the one that is the closest. Yeah. Closest. Cool. So now I'll know if I can hear it. Closest. Cool. So now I'll know. Oops. Let me know if that echo effect is a problem. I know it's up there. All right, here we go. I'm going to press play because it should be on my Twitch. Oh, YouTube is behind. That's right. All righty, 1, 2. Oh, by the way, I haven't posted this yet. So by being a member of the... Hold on, here, I'll move that out the way so I can talk. I haven't posted this yet. So being a member of the laboratory, being here in the lab with us, you guys are getting to see the t-shirts first. What? And you guys are getting to see skits first? What are we talking about? That's incredible value right there. All these other people out here, all these other monkeys, they got no idea what we doing in here. We cooking. I'm talking about in it. I'm talking about in it. I'm sorry. Anyway, all right. Anyway, yeah, you getting to see this first. So don't let the haters tell you nothing. They don't know what they're talking about. Here we go. Then I'll let y'all go after this. Keep in mind the framing might be weird, but I think the point will get across.
Have been cut, all while internet use has skyrocketed on OnlyFans. All while internet use has skyrocketed on OnlyFans through a multi-songed program called Songs for a New World, a series of collaboration-focused charity initiatives partnering OnlyFans models with organizations dedicated to solving many of the world's biggest problems, like hoes for homes, developing and building long-term lodging for the unhoused, garden gooners, providing sustainable agricultural practices and providing for food deserts all across the country. A titty for your thoughts. bringing financial literacy information to disenfranchised communities, leading them towards generational wealth. Through developing these charities and many more, we will finally have the opportunity to connect the hardest working people at the bottom of the totem pole with the dedicated individuals at the top of the stripper one, finally coming together and spreading our cheeks for change through Thongs for a New World. Thank you.
Wow. It's funny. It ends very unceremoniously on here. Like, it just, when it's over, it's just done. I'm like, oh, all right, dang. Let me turn the volume back down on this so there's no echo effect. Sweet. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay, YouTube seems like it's stuck. Oh, that's right. I got to remember YouTube is behind. That's why YouTube is like that. Perks without a membership, crazy. I love that it works as a commercial, but I feel like something in there has got to be, like with your donation of insert used item here, I'll make a little bit more rounded off ending. But that's amazing. Thank you. I'm thinking that too. There's like a couple things that could have been that I could improve on. I did do this. Part of it that I say in there is I say through these charities and many more, So I kind of want to come up with more of those. Cheeks for Change, I want to come up with more of those, and then maybe when I get like 3 more silly little charity combinations, do another version. Thanks to your donations, thanks to your support, we've been able to create even more. Like this, that, this. And if I can come up with enough of those, I think that can become like a reoccurring bit. Coming up with these dumb charities and different things. So yeah, that I'm gonna post that one right now. I got it in the stew, cooking to get the captions on it. And like I said, somebody told me it was like, oh, it's best to post 10 a.m. during the weekdays. So I might, and also what I want to do, I'm going to go back through and like repost a bunch of my stuff, but with to trial reels. Because I've got one, I'm sure y'all have seen Hoe Garden. Have y'all seen Hoe Garden? You've definitely seen it. It's one of the videos I posted that actually did well. Yeah, that's the whole plan, is to do a series of charities. Like a bunch of different charities. I don't really it's not that I'm against this idea, but I realize there's lots of like content creators that partner with OnlyFans models on skits that they do. And so I'm like, oh, that would be something that's like, I'm not really interested. I'm not like, I ain't against it, but I feel like that'd be hard to explain to my lady, Because what I want to do too is take shots of people like, oh, you got these OnlyFans models out here building homes. You got people out here like the one that I think is so hilarious. It's somebody in fishnets, high heel fishnets in a room, right, in like a study room at the library teaching about Roth IRAs. Just for some B-roll that would go along with those. But yeah, coming up with more charities and then making that a running series. I'm even thinking, hear me out, maybe, because I do 3 in here, I maybe might even just post 1. One of my other comedy buddies gave me the idea that like you make different versions and then you'll like try them different places. See which one works the best, then put that one version around, especially having trial reels. I can try something with the trial reels, try to make like a faster version with more cuts, post the regular version of my story, then post the whatever versions, and then try to find what sticks. It's a lot of work, though. But my short-term plan is to post a bunch of these. Well, repost a bunch of my old videos, especially my skits, on trial reels. And what time is it? 8:09? Certain locations and others. Having a vast array of different skits that you can interchange would be custom without being custom. Here, now that I know I can actually play videos on here, I'll do one more for y'all. Get rid of that media source. I'm going to move that over to the bottom then. We're going to add a new media source. This was another skit that I made. I was really proud of this one too. I totally spit when I said that. Let's see. Nobody but to be here. Yeah, here we go. This is another one I'm real proud of. Sir, your $157 million investment in our company is going to be big for us and... Pause. This one might take a little bit of adjusting. And then we'll come over here. Nice. Click of a button. Yeah, it's going to probably look weird. It looks like it looks perfect on YouTube. I mean, on Instagram. Because it's already vertical format. Wake up. I also can't hear these without putting my headphones in. Wake up. Here we go. 2 people in here. Here we go. So I'll play this one, then we'll get out of here. And I'm feeling myself because I actually know how to do this now. It's all good on both. All right, here we go. With you as our partner, it's going to be big for you. I might have got my money through a raffle at the county fair, okay? But I know a great business when I hear about it. Of course. So I am super excited to work together and to get this business booming. We're super thankful. Hey, all the paperwork is signed. Man. Together, we are going to make this grow. Now that you are a proprietary owner in the company. Oh, yeah. You want to have a little bit? You guys have it here? Dude, of course we got it here. What are you talking about? Dude, you got to do it. We just gonna... Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Oh, what the fuck? That one I like. That version doesn't have the... I add like a commercial tagline on the end of that one. Because what I do is like... Because we goes, what are you doing? And then when it shows the beer sitting on the table, I have like the narrator voice go, Hogarden. It's just beer. And that's what he is. Hogarden. What? It's just beer. Oh, what the... Then I'll repost that one. I also came up with 2 more Hogarden skits that I never made. One where it's really stupid. It's this dude walking into it's like a construction worker walking into a bar. It's late. He's been working hard, and the dude goes, "Hey man, you he's like hey man, do you he's like, hey man, we ain't got much." He's like, "We're closing up. We ain't got much." He goes, "It's all right, man. You guys got a Hogarden?" Say, "Hey, you guys, look, y'all got a Hogarden?" And the dude goes, "Oh yeah, dude, of course." Then then you see, and the construction worker goes, "Oh, thank goodness." And then you see the bartender. He goes, you see him take his keys. He goes open this door right in the back, and then you hear the construction worker go, "Ah, thank goodness, man. Hey, just make sure it's cold." And he goes, "Oh!" Then he grabs a beer, but then you don't see what he opens, but he opens up this room, right? And you can hear people giggling in there, and it's supposed to be like whimsical in that room. So when dude said, "Hey, you got a Hogarden?" He's like, "Oh yeah, right this way, buddy." But no, he's like, "Oh yeah, cool." Then he realized the dude looking for the beer, so he never shows him the actual garden. Then I had a third one, which is real stupid. It's like this dude on a safari. Dude's on the safari. He's been cracking this riddle, and I even had it written somewhere. I might have it recorded on my phone somewhere. But the stupid premise is the dude, he goes through all this work because there's this ancient riddle that says, "He who's only for adventurers who are truly hardened will they be able to find the," and then he's looking. There's just a container of beer sitting on a tree stump, and he's like, "No!" He's out there screaming out at the desert, right? Because he gave up his whole life to find the Hogarden. Turns out it was that. Even then, that skit in my head, there's a way that it's shot where it's like he finds it in front of a cave and he angry, right? Because it's just Hogarden, but he don't look. It probably is actually right in the cave. Stupid. It's a silly premise. Yeah, silly premise, but I love it. I think it's so silly. But yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for today. We're clocking in right at an hour. We talked about what we got coming up next. I showed y'all the skit that we riffed out, came up with during a Laugh Factory, a laboratory sesh. So tell your friends they got to get in here. I also need to stream not at the crack of dusk. I need to stream reasonably. Today I just flew in. I've been tired. Had to eat, and then I'm still working on a bunch of paperwork stuff, so I just I tried to stream not at 6 o'clock, and guess when I streamed. But yeah, so I'm probably going to repost that one. I'm definitely going to repost that one, because that one did, I think, like 16K, I think, on TikTok, and I think the only reason that the stuff didn't do better is because I didn't have a lot to follow it up with. So I think I'm also going to try to go back and grab some of my old comedy clips and prep those to just get blasted out through trial reels. But yeah, I'm glad that we did this. The most important thing for me is getting that back, like getting back into the rhythm. Clicking the buttons around, feeling the buttons pause. But anyway, man, thanks for spending a little bit of your day with me. We got more to come. If you guys want t-shirts, let me know. I'll bring them when I come to your city. I only got 3 or 4 of the white ones. So if you want a white, you got to claim it. Even though I'm going to make more. I got to check my work schedule tomorrow. If I'm not working too much tomorrow, I'm probably going to try to do the Craigslist Renegon t-shirt technique. Try to go grab, find somebody selling t-shirts, scoop them chongs up, and, once I get my new transfer sheets, I'm going to see if those old ones, or if the ones that are beat up will actually work. I'll try them on a test shirt, because if they will work, that would be sweet. I doubt that they will, though, because they're crunkled, and the designs, are beat up a little. So they probably won't look good enough on a shirt. Anyway, that ain't got nothing to do with y'all. This angle isn't bad. I'm looking down at my computer. I'm looking down at my computer, But this angle's not bad. And I'm pretty sure the audio sounds better because I'm using the audio off the computer. So I might start playing from here. Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night. Peace. I gotta see what this looks like. Looks stupid. Peace. Ugh. Not the hiccups! Why? What have I done to anger you, my lord?